After 13 years of exposing lies in the media, I discovered the biggest lie of all. They want you to think racism is random, accidental, just bad people doing bad things. But what if I told you anti-black racism was engineered, programmed like software, marketed like a product, and designed to survive across generations? That's exactly what I prove in my new book, Us versus the Machine, How Anti-Black Racism Was Programmed, Marketed, and Made to Survive. This isn't another book about what racism looks like. This is the blueprint of how it was built, who profits from it, and most importantly, how to dismantle it. I spent years connecting dots that they never wanted connected, following money trails that they thought were buried, exposing the machine that runs on our oppression. Knowledge is power, but strategic knowledge is liberation. Get Us versus the Machine on Amazon today, because once you understand the system, you can beat the system. You know, a lot of times the black people, we just be minding our business. We're not bothering nobody. And every 5 minutes, these people are monitoring us, monitoring our every move, monitor what we eat, what we don't eat, where we go, where we don't go, what we wear, what we don't wear. It's just everything these people are watching and stalking us, okay? Case in point, I want you to listen to this white woman. She's sitting up here paying attention to how black men interact with each other. Check this out.
Black people walk past each other on the street. They do that like, what's up? Like that's a gesture they do to each other. I think that's because, they're always like doing stuff to each other. So that's their like intimidating, they like to, what's up? Like, bring it, do something to me. Like they're different than us. When we walk down the street, they smile at you. Anybody, it don't matter what color you are. If we see you and we walk past you and we lock eyes, we go. And it's like, we don't want to smile, but like our parents raised us right. So we're like, hi. That's like our way of saying, I don't really want to talk to you, but we've locked eyes and I've acknowledged you, but hey, and I'm going to keep walking. And they're like, what's up? What's up? Bring me. You going to do something? You going to rob me? You going to take something from me? Want my shoes or something? I'm bigger than you. I'm better.
First of all, lady, you don't know what the hell you talking about. You know nothing about us as black people. Why are you worrying about black men and how they communicate with each other? They're not talking to you. So what are you worrying about? I mean, in your culture, yes, I understand they teach y'all to be fake and phony. I know that. I know that verbatim. That's why all that niceness y'all come around people, they so nice. Yeah, it's fake. That's not really how they feel about you. You know what I'm saying? I told people you would not beat them folks at being fake nice. Oh, you won't do it. They got that down pat. She's saying behind them smiles, they really don't want to be messing with you, but they faking. At least as black folks, we don't fake speak to people. We don't play fake nice to nobody. Now, you're interpreting black men and how they speak to each other, and I'm not gonna be on here saying exactly what certain head nods mean, because I don't think we should be speaking on our communication methods as black people on open platforms. Okay? We should be gatekeeping our culture, and part of gatekeeping our culture is not telling everything on these platforms. We want to talk, we'll do that behind paywalls. We can do that on our African Diaspora News Channel app. Get a monthly subscription. The monthly subscription is $9.99. That's like supporting us 31 cents a day. We can talk about those things there. But on these platforms, we don't decipher head nods. We don't decipher our lingo. We, as black Americans, need to stop getting on these platforms and telling people what our words mean, our gestures mean. Stop. Because you talk about delineating, you cannot delineate and be telling everybody our nuances in our culture. That's not how. Look at other groups. They don't teach you their language. They don't teach you the nuances of their culture. They don't teach you anything. Now, you will have to go yourself and learn it. But they're not going to come teach you. And we need to be the exact same way. Don't tell nobody on these platforms anything. If you black, you should already know what our nuances are. And when I'm going to say black American in particular. Okay? So stop discussing online how we communicate. Because people like that woman in that video, they're sitting up here writing down everything you saying. Oh, that's what that means. And this what that mean. Because they're certified stalkers. They stalk the hell out of us. They don't leave us alone. It don't matter where we go on the planet Earth, that woman right there will be right behind us. Oh, they're going over there. Let me go see what they're doing. Oh, they're in this country. Let me go to this country over here and see what they're doing. That's how they are. They won't ever leave us alone. They cannot stay away from us as black people. Even during segregation, they couldn't stay away from us. When it was the law to say, hey, black folks on this side, white folks on that side, stay away from each other. And the white folks still went over there in the black areas where they don't when they didn't belong. They are some of the greatest stalkers known to man. Always worry about what black folk doing. If you actually worry about your sons being incels, worry about your sons that they don't go out here and pick up no, weapons and go do anything at churches and schools and malls, and that's what you should be worried about. You should be getting together with other white mothers and seeing how y'all can do intervention with them little sons of y'all's before a tragedy happen. That's what you need to be worried about. Don't be worried about how black men communicate with each other, because it has nothing to do with you. That's between two black men. You paying attention to the wrong thing. Worry about your culture. Worry about your community. That's what you need to be worried about. Don't worry about mine. I'll worry about my community and what's going on in that. See how that works? It's kind of easy. But you're not going to do that. You're going to always still worry about what we're doing. I guess to y'all, we are the most important people on planet Earth. Because y'all can't stop talking about us, looking at us, whatever. We could literally say a platform is blackity black, and you will still be right there listening to it. You can start a club and say, hey, this club is for people of African descent. And when I mean by African descent, I mean anybody that has lineage to the continent of Africa, more than 50% African DNA. Because they would say, well, I got African DNA, so I'm supposed to come in. No, your 2 and 3% won't work. Or if black Americans say, hey, we got a club over here, it's for the descendants of slaves. Well, my great-great-great-grandmother, she was actually a slave, so I'm a descendant of slaves, so can I come in? That's kind of it's like the movie Sinners. They want to come in, but we got to let them in, and we should not be letting them in. Stalking us and watching everything we do and say so they can go learn it and use it to deceive you and finesse you out of things. Y'all better learn, brothers and sisters. Y'all better learn real quick what the get down is. But I can't stand that stalking they do. Leave us alone. We not bothering with y'all. We don't go on your social media. We not over there with you in 4chan or Discord. Or we not bothering none of y'all what y'all doing. But y'all always take time to come in our mix. That's the part that really get on my nerves. Leave us alone. Leave us out of it.